Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be proving to you guys that 2 plus 2 is equal to 5. So, to do this proof, what I'm first going to do is start with a true statement, that 0 is equal to 0, which is obviously a true statement because any number is equal to itself. Now from here, what I'm going to do is rewrite 0 on my left-hand side as 20 minus 20, and rewrite the 0 on my right-hand side as 25 minus 25. So now I get 20 minus 20 is equal to 25 minus 25, which is again a true statement because 20 minus 20 is 0, and 25 minus 25 is also 0. Now from here, I'm going to rewrite 20 as 4 times 5. So now I get 4 times 5 minus 4 times 5 is equal to 25. I'm going to rewrite this as 5 times 5. So I get 4 times 5 minus 4 times 5 is equal to 5 times 5 minus 5 times 5. And now, if I have something in the form a times b minus a times b is equal to b times b minus b times b, which is this form, well, notice how we can simplify this by factoring out the greatest common factor. So for my left-hand side, we have a greatest common factor of either a or b because both of them are in both terms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this as a times b minus b. Basically, I factored out a. Now for my right-hand side, all we have is b because that's the only term for my right-hand side. So I'll just factor out b. So I get b times b minus b. So now in the case of this, for my left-hand side, I'm going to factor out 4. So I get 4 times 5 minus 5, which is equal to, for my right-hand side, I'm going to factor out 5. So I get 5 times 5 minus 5. So now I have 4 times 5 minus 5 is equal to 5 times 5 minus 5. And what we can do over here is, if I have something in the form a times b minus b is equal to b times b minus b, we'll notice how we can just cancel these two out, meaning that a is equal to b. So in this case, I have 4 times 5 minus 5 is equal to 5 times 5 minus 5. I can divide both sides by 5 minus 5. And these two cancel out, these two cancel out, and I am left with 4 is equal to 5. Now, going back to our original equation, I said that I was going to prove that 2 plus 2 is equal to 5, right? Well, what is 4 equal to? 4 is equal to 2 plus 2. So I get 2 plus 2 is equal to 5. So I just proved that 2 plus 2 is equal to 5. And now I know what you're thinking. This is mathematically incorrect, right? How can 2 plus 2 equals 5 when 2 plus 2 is equal to 4? Well, look back here and try to figure out where I made an error. So the error is actually right here in this step where I divided both sides by 5 minus 5. So let me write this right here. I have 4 times 5 minus 5 is equal to 5 times 5 minus 5, right? Well, instead of just going on and dividing both sides by 5 minus 5, what is 5 minus 5? 5 minus 5 is equal to 0, right? So this is basically 4 times 0 is equal to 5 times 0. And then now, if I try to divide both sides by 0, well, 0 divided by 0, that is not equal to 1. 0 divided by 0, that's indeterminate. So we can't actually cancel these out, because if we cancel it out, we're implying that 0 divided by 0 is equal to 1, which is wrong. So that's actually where I made the mistake when I canceled out the 5 minus 5s. I wasn't allowed to do that because that's basically dividing 0 by 0, and that is against the laws of mathematics. So this means that 2 plus 2 is not equal to 5. So, yeah. Alright, so in this video, we're going to be solving the equation x to the power of x is equal to 8. So, at first glance, this problem may look challenging. So, to solve this, I'm going to first start by taking the ln, or natural log, on both sides. So I'll get ln x to the power of x is equal to ln 8. And a helpful property that comes with logarithms is that if I have something in the form ln a to the power of b, I can move this exponent to the front, so this turns into b times ln a. So in this case, I have ln x to the power of x, and I can move x to the front. So now I get x times ln x is equal to ln 8. Now from here, I'm going to use another formula that states that if I have something in the form w of a times e to the power of a, this is equal to a. And this is something known as the W-Lambert formula. So if I take the w of something in the form a times e to the power of a, it's going to equal a. So in this case, I'm going to rewrite this as ln x times e to the power of ln x is equal to ln 8, because x is the same thing as e to the power of ln x. So now I can use this formula. So I'm going to take the w on both sides. So I have w of ln x times e to the power of ln x is equal to, what I have to do on one side, I have to do the other side. So I w of ln 8. And this simply turns into e to the power of ln x is equal to, ln x is equal to w of ln 8. And then now I'm going to take e to the power of both sides. So I get e to the power of ln x is equal to e to the power of w of ln 8. And e and ln cancel out. So I get x is equal to e to the power of w of ln 8. So this is my value of x. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and share this to any of your friends and family members. And I have a lot of problems like these on my channel, so please make sure to go ahead and check them out. Thank you guys for watching.